Hi girls, welcome back again to my channel. I'm so glad I get to see you girls. And guys, once again, sorry for the roosters, but you know there's roosters out here and peacocks. So you might hear like boom, like thunder all of a sudden. That's the peacocks, you hear it, that they're up there. So just ignore that noise. Other than that, if you're new to my channel, hi and welcome. I'm so glad that you joined us in this huge part of our life. And thank you so much for subscribing and being part of us. Once again, I always like to thank you guys and appreciate for all the love and support you guys give us. And if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe down below and also press the little bell, which will notify you every time I upload. But today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to talk about my birth control implant, which I have in here. And last time, if you saw, I had a big old bruise here. It was because of my implant. So I kind of just wanted to make a video letting you girls know about the implant, how it works, because I wish someone would have made a video about this implant, letting me know what it was going to be like, what I expected, and like all this stuff, because I was so nervous. I was like, oh my god, there's literally going to be like a little tube going into my arm. I'm so scared. How bad is the pain going to be from 1 to 10? Like, what are my side effects gonna be and all this kind of stuff. So I'm making this video to help other girls out there kind of know what it's gonna be like. I'm gonna be 100% honest and just say my complete honest opinion, what I feel about it, and if I like it and if I don't. I had my son 2.5 months ago, so I did get this once my 40 days were over. So I got it when he was about a month and 3 weeks, around that time. I thought it was the perfect time because, like, you know, if we're all girls here, feel comfortable, and if we're not, sorry for what you're about to hear. But you can't have sex for the first 40 days. Your doctor recommends you not to, and you really shouldn't. Once you go to your postpartum visit, your doctor will let you know if you're doing fine, if you could go back to it. Pretty much he won't tell you you're free to have sex now. Pretty much they will kind of tell you like some kind of like words similar to start thinking what you want to put yourself in so you won't become pregnant again. So that's kind of telling you, okay, you can have sex now, but you have to put yourself in something before you start having sex again. So I had it when he was like a month and a half. I went to Planned Parenthood. I know if you're like a teenager, you can go to Planned Parenthood and you can just tell them you're under your parents' income household and it will be totally free. You can just tell them that you don't work, you're under your parents' responsibility, and it'll be free. I had my Medicaid card and it covered it completely. I know it ranges anywhere from $30 to $800, I believe. It's called a birth control implant. It's by the brand Nexplanon. That's what it is, Nexplanon. That's the brand of it. Pretty much the procedure just kind of goes, they make an appointment with you, and they will talk about you about all the different kinds of birth controls that they have out there, like the pill, like the little tea that lasts for 12 years, that lasts for like 5 years, and all that kind of stuff. And then the implant, there's like all these crazy things out there that I had no idea existed. First of all, I didn't want the tea because 12 years is a long time. 5 years seemed like a lot also, so I just kind of wanted this because it's good for 3 years, and 3 years just seemed fine. So she kind of just set me down and talked to me and asked me what would be better for me. She told me about the pills, but I'm a person that forgets everything completely. So I was like, pills might not be a good idea because if I miss a pill, there's a big chance of me getting pregnant. So I was like, yeah, that's getting crossed off my list. I really didn't like the idea of getting a T inside inserted because she said I would feel really bad cramps. She said normally you will feel like cramps when you get your period. This will be like 10 times worse, and you will feel pressure underneath your vagina. And I was like, no thank you, that seems very painful. I'd just rather do it in my arm. So she started telling me about it. She's like, we will insert it with a little like plastic gun. It will last for 3 years. You do have to get it removed after 3 years. You are not forced, listen to this, you are not forced to leave it on for 3 years. You can take it off whenever you want to. Like, no one said you have to leave this thing on your arm for 3 years. No, she made that really clear for me. She's like, I don't know why people have been making that rumor. You don't have to leave it on for 3 years. If you don't like it in a month, come take it out in a month and we'll take it out for you. Like, it's just completely fine. So I really like that she told me everything in detail. I also told her about a story that I saw on Facebook where this girl had her arm completely bruised, and it was like, oh, just like someone digged in her arm. And I told her the story that I had read that she said that they couldn't find it, so they started digging in her arm. And she said, no, sweetie, don't believe any of the stories. Like, if we are never ever able to get your implant out, we will take you to a specialist that specializes in that and will take it out for you, but we will never dig into your arm. So I was like, that made me feel so much safer. So I just went ahead and got it. So for me, it was free. I went to the appointment and she kind of just told me, she's like, okay, when do you want to get it? And I told her as soon as possible. Keep in mind that whenever you want to get this implant, you cannot have sex at all. Nothing. Nada. Nada, nada, nada. You can't have sex nothing. She will ask you, have you had any sex without condom, unprotected and all that stuff. If you have had sex unprotected, they will give you the Plan B pill for you to take it, because they say that there's a slight chance, little slight chance, you know, of you having a baby. So keep in mind, if you want to keep this implant, after your 40 days, don't have sex until you make your appointment and then put it on. And then after they put it on, go ahead and do your own thing. Do whatever you do. You do have to wait a whole week. You have to wait a whole week. When you have this inserted, you have to wait a whole week extra using protection such as condom, whatever you use to not get pregnant, because it takes a week for this to kick in. So you just want to wait a week for sure, so you won't end up pregnant. Anyways, so I made my appointment. I came back the next day and she pretty much just made me sign some papers saying that I was okay with everything, and she kind of just explained to me what I just explained to you. And she told me that it wasn't painful at all, and I asked her if she had it. She said yes, I personally have it and I personally love it, and it's the one that you will get most efficient. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So pretty much she came in and she cleaned my arm with, it's kind of like a orange consistency thing, and she cleaned it, all of it. And then she said, okay, I'm gonna clean it. And she had a little plastic gun. It's like probably this big. No, I'm just kidding, it's not this big. It's probably like this big. And it's kind of plastic, and it has the trigger, and they push it and it shoots out the little implant. So pretty much what she did, she put a anesthesia in my arm. So she inserted anesthesia in my arm. I didn't feel anything. It was completely numbed. And then after that, it wasn't completely numbed after. I would say for 10 to 15 seconds, I felt a burning sensation. I felt like my whole arm area, this part right here, was on fire. She did warn me, which is what I really appreciate. She told me, you will feel a burning sensation right now. And then I felt it. And then it just went away. She said, okay, we're done. And then she said, you're gonna feel a slight tug in your arm, just a little slight tug, but don't worry, it won't hurt. So then I feel like someone went like this, like just like that. And she's like, okay, we're done. And I was like, really, we're done? She's like, yeah, it's in there, look, touch it. And I can feel it if I touch it. It's right here. It's just really crazy. I liked it a lot. I personally like it a lot. She inserted it. It literally takes you less than 5 minutes. Once she starts cleaning your arm, it will take 2 minutes for her to insert it. It would just clean it, put the anesthesia, will burn for like 10 to 15 seconds, and then you will feel a slight tug and you're completely done. I would say just get it. You know, it really works. I think it's sufficient. You know, till right now it's sufficient. But yeah, and then she put a little band-aid on me, and then she just kind of wrapped my whole arm around. She said to keep the band on for 24 hours and keep the little band-aid for 3 to 4 days, and to not get the area wet. So pretty much I kept the band-aid on for 24 hours. That's to keep your arm from getting bruised, but you will get bruising around your arm. It will last up from 1 to 2 weeks. So that's totally normal. If you do see any redness or pus, or it's like you feel like it's coming out, you need to go to your doctor as soon as possible and contact them. So I left the band on for 24 hours, then I took it off. I left my band-aid for 4 days, so I was kind of showering like with one hand. You know, I was kind of showering like they do in Mexico, like with a bucket and stuff, because it was so hard to not try to get it wet when I usually like use a shower head. So I kind of just avoided this arm and just washed the rest of my body and my hair. Then I took it off, and it's starting to go away. I think the scar is gonna stay here. I'm not quite sure, but you can't honestly even tell that I have the little tube inside unless you touch it or I move it or show it to you. But I would say from a 1 to 10, I would say it was probably a 2 for the pain, or even a 1.5 for the pain. The only thing that was painful was like the burning, but it's only 10 seconds, so you'll be able to handle that. If you've had a baby, I think if you had a baby, you're able to get this, because I think compared to having a baby. And if you're just looking to get onto something about birth control or something you don't know, I would really recommend it. It's just a really like burning sensation for like 10 seconds. Other than that, you won't feel pain at all. Now I talk about side effects. I get headaches. I've never experienced headaches until now that I got this implant. It's not a headache that I'm like, oh my god, shut up, don't talk to me, I don't want to listen to you, everything bothers me. It's not that type of headache. It's not a migraine or any of that stuff. It's just a slight headache. It will last for like 4 hours, 5. It won't start like on this side of my head right here or like in my entire head or anything. But it'll last for like 4 or 5 hours and then it'll just go away. I really like it. I don't mind having headaches, so I really like the implant. Some other side effects, you will feel nauseous, kind of dizzy. The implant will kind of trick you and make you think you're pregnant, but that's because this implant is kind of fooling your body, making it think that it's pregnant so it won't get pregnant. Other than that, what else are side effects? You might bleed, you might have spotting, like random spotting, or your period might become really heavy flow. If it does become heavy flow and it lasts more than 2 weeks, you do need to go back to your doctor and tell them so they can kind of give you on pills or something else to make it go back to its normal balance. But other than that, girls, I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to tell you guys about my implant. It works till now. It's totally fine. And I will leave a link down below of Planned Parenthood if you girls want to read more about it or learn more different things about it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to tell you guys how it works. I really like it personally. I don't mind kind of the side effects. Every here once in a while we'll get nauseous and all that stuff. But as long as it works, I'm totally fine with it. It would just totally depend on you, and the side effects are completely different on every woman, so you might not even get side effects. Another side effect is gaining weight. I haven't experienced any yet, but we'll see later on. I will update you girls on this. But yeah, I hope you girls enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys later. See you pretty soon in a vlog. Don't forget to add me on Snapchat, Twitter. No, not Twitter. I don't have a Twitter. Snapchat, Instagram, and all that kind of good stuff. I'll leave it linked down here somewhere below. I will also have Jason's, and thank you so much for being with us this whole time, loving us and supporting us. I will see you girls next time. Bye!